Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Devin Haney never looked better than he did against Regis Prograis in December. His 140-pound debut was almost flavorless as he dominated a quality opponent, picked up the WBC title, and marched further up the pound-for-pound ratings. The sky should no longer be the limit for Haney, who announced himself in a new division replete with elite-level talent, who have Division number 1 Teofimo Lopez, who is the owner of the WBO and Ring Magazine championships. Gervonta Davies has moonlighted 140 pounds in between lightweight segments, and then there is Haney's ultimate rival Ryan Garcia, who brings plenty of box office to the table. Not so fast. While Lopez returns to action against Jamaine Ortiz on February 8th, the Brooklyn-born star has been very inactive and unpredictable in recent years. There is also a lot of bad blood between the camps, and potential negotiations for Lopez-Haney could become the subject of a Netflix documentary. Tank Davis is one of the best fighters in the game, but according to promoter Regis Prograis, he balked at a huge money offer to face Haney. The Hunter Tellerby, who represents Davis, then took to social media and insisted that Hearn would have no active part in a Davis-Haney matchup. That's encouraging. And then there is the curious case of Ryan Garcia. Following Haney's win over Regis Prograis in December, King Ray activated call-out mode. "Haney and I will fight in 2024, stated the young Californian on social media. "You can hold me to it unless it's not in God's will." Well, by January 6, not long after Garcia was spotted on a late-night jog with Hall of Fame Floyd Mayweather on the Vegas Strip, it became clear that the man upstairs had other plans. "I've notified my team I'm going a different road," said Garcia on social media. "My intent now is to fight WBA champion Rolando Romero. I pray my team backs me on this decision. Oscar, make this fight happen. That's the move. Bigger fight, bigger business." Garcia Romero. Frustrated by Davis' rejection and Garcia's U-turn, Hearn has stated that 8th WBC mandatory challenger Sandor Martin or a step up to welterweight would be next for Haney. While Martin is an underrated technician, there is absolutely no buzz for that fight whatsoever. If you read between the lines, then big fight options for Haney at 140 are beginning to look shaky. And while the dream is willing to take on all comers, one wonders where business stands. There is an unification matchup with IBF super lightweight champion Sabriel Matias. Despite a 21 record and a 100% knockout ratio, the Puerto Rican's stay remains largely unknown. So what about welterweight? In the days that followed Haney's victory over Prograis, the California Commission released the weights from fight night. If those numbers were accurate, then Haney arrived for work at 165 pounds. That's a 25-pound jump for making 140. At the official weigh-in. If that's the case, then Haney is still going through a dramatic cut to make super lightweight. From the perspective of health, then a move up to 147 pounds might make sense. Thanks for watching guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.